What is up, everybody? Welcome in. It is Saturday, September 20th, 2024. This is Sharp Fantasy Sports coming at you with free pick video of the day for College Football Saturday, baby. And we're going in with some money in our pocket. If you see down there, man, if you've been following me, congrats. You've been kicking ass over the last 2 weeks. You're up over 26 units on free plays alone. If you've been following my plays, just the free plays here on YouTube and my Winible, you have been in the green over the last 2 weeks. And yesterday we went 3-9. Almost 4 units in the win right there. We had a couple of VIP wins, which are great, but we also had just a great free pick win here on the video from yesterday, man. Right there. Told you about this, man. Told you to hammer this 3-man, dude. Mananage to go over his rushing yards. I played him in a few different plays, and he came so close in a couple different plays with him. He went over this yardage easily, man. Rodgers and Washington playing from behind all game. Hit this passing yards easy, as well as Boston. Boston had this pretty early. Rodgers took a little bit more work to get that in the fourth quarter, but he got there easy too. Great win here. Great 6x play. This is on my YouTube last play. And the last video I played on YouTube. So make sure you follow me for more picks on a daily basis here on YouTube, as well as Winible, man. On Winible, I put out another couple of plays here, man. This is on VIP. Cam Ward was the only one on Miami to hit out of his prop totals, man. So we struggled on Restrepo and a couple other guys there, but Ward hit pretty solid for us. Damn, dude. I mean, I love this, man. It was a nice pair up of Rodgers, Mananage again there. Hit this 6x play on VIP, so that was a nice other 6x payout in addition to this one here. We came so close in this 35x play, man. This was on the last free pick video. We were going to hit a 35x play this year. I just promise you, man. Promise you. Horton should have had this, man. Horton had a great opportunity in the first half, probably like a 30-plus yard pass that he just missed on it. I mean, him and Ward just missed each other. Honestly, he was not getting any love at all. And then he came out with 34 in the second half. He probably should have had 34 in the first half and hit this total easily, man. And we would have probably got paid out even on the push here. Martinez, man, it would have been brutal if we hit this and Martinez hits that. We don't get anything on the push. I'm not sure how Dabble does that. I got to take a look at how they work on their push totals on that. But 35x play almost hit again, dude. Oh, we were going to hit it. We almost hit it a couple last Saturday, too, on the over on the passing attempts, four QBs. And I got a great one pending right now for some yardage totals for tomorrow on Prize Picks. So make sure you're following this, man. I got Rodgers and Ward are already over in the green here. Raiola, Vandergriff, Sanders, Shador, and Jackson Dart. And these are all great passing QBs. So this could easily hit, man. This is a 25x play here on Prize Picks. If you paired this up on Dabble, you would have 35x. So if you're not on Dabble, man, get on Dabble. It's linked in my video description here. It's also linked in my YouTube bio as well. What you get with Dabble is this, dude. I'll scroll to the bottom just to tell you about it now. You get a free 25 bucks just for signing up. I mean, it's a no-brainer, dude. Just hit the link, download it to your phone, put in Sharp Sports, they'll give you 25 bucks for free. Available in all these states, man. It's a no-brainer, no deposit required. You can play plays like this, 6x plays, not 5x plays like Prize Picks will do, 6x plays. So nice value there on the 3-axis, as well as these 6-mans pay out 35x compared to Prize Picks 25x. But we're pending on this, man. And VIP's been killing it. Been telling you last few videos, man, but use code Willis, 60% off any VIP plan. Screenshot this, throw it in. Go to my page, Sharp Fantasy Sports here on Winible. Make sure you're on the free plan if you're not already. But if you want VIP picks for this weekend slate, man, the week plan, just get 115 bucks. Put in code Willis at checkout. You'll get 60% off this weekly pass. I'm going to tell you right now, though, this is the best value. $1,000 right here for the VIP football season. I know it's a lot, but if you put in 60% off, hey, shit, you probably won 500 bucks in a couple plays recently. So throw in the extra money there. Ride these plays with me. We're kicking ass, man, on VIP. Look at all this green. This is from yesterday. Green. Had an MLB one snuck in there for us as well. A lot of green recently. Oof, it's been a nice couple of weeks here on VIP. So make sure you hop on before you miss out on these value plays. But let's get into the sportsbook plays, man. I have 3 sportsbook plays and 3 DFS plays for you. So I'm going to go quick through them, okay, man? Awesome plays here. I got an early slate game, I got an afternoon slate, and I got the Bama game late, okay? I love Oklahoma State here, man. I love them. I think that they're way undervalued in the slot here. There's a nice little bounce back spot here for Gundy as well. When they didn't play very well last week, did not throw the ball as well as they usually do in a Gundy offense. They're the 7th fastest team in the nation, guys, at 21.8 points per second play. Come on. Defenses have actually been loading the box against them too as well, creating a lot of one-on-one matchups on the outside. So they're not getting a lot of room in the run game. So I think there's a heavy advantage here for a lot of one-on-one matchups and explosive plays downfield. They've allowed 27 opponent drives into the red zone too, so there's a nice little stat on the defense as well. 27 opponent drives into the red zone, only giving up, though, 1.7 points per trip, which is pretty insane, dude. 6 nationally in defensive finishing drives. And Kansas State, dude, Avery Johnson, man, he just cannot get the damn ball downfield. If you've been watching K-State football, which some people are, some people aren't, right? They've been on Saturdays on Fox and things like that. He's only completed 3 of 15 passing attempts beyond 20 yards. So if you wanted to play a prop bet, man, on like him not going on his longest pass, that's a nice little value play there too as well. I'll tell you that in a second. There's a lot of issues for them. I mean, in terms of success rate, EPA numbers, things like that, they're not producing that much offense as well. And they're probably going to load the box again against OK State, man, giving Bowman a lot of chances on the outside to kick ass and run up the score on them. So I love OK State in this spot, man. Book it, play it where you can. OK State plus 5.5. And besides a high offensive game like that, I'm going to Notre Dame and Louisville next, man. If you didn't see it already, under 46.5 in Notre Dame Louisville. Now, why would we do this, right? All signs point to this could be a higher scoring game because the offense have actually been clicking both sides. But Hurricane Helene has been actually expected to hit Indiana right now on Saturday with the projected wind totals up to 20 miles per hour. So there's a lot of value right now in the under in this game. So it's going to take away both passing attacks, right? Riley Leonard's not been throwing the ball that well anyways, dude. So he's been more on the ground as well. So if you want to play Riley Leonard up on his prop total, not a bad play as well. Both defenses, though, rank in the top 20 nationally in rushing explosiveness allowed. And both offenses play very slow. So it's a nice little underplay here as well. Louisville may have the edge in terms of rushing, though, with their first big test, though, against Georgia Tech last weekend. They did not do so well. So they've had a lot of good rushing attacks recently against shitty teams. And then they had a nice little, test against Georgia Tech last weekend, and they failed it. So there's not a lot of advantages to their running attack as well. So it's going to be an interesting game, man. I think it's going to be sloppy as well. And Win plays a significant factor, guys, in totals. Okay, there's a 57% hit rate on it to go under the total when the wind blows at 10 miles per hour or faster. That's over a 5-year span. So it's a nice little trend play here to go under the total here in 46.5 in Notre Dame Louisville. And then I'll go into our prop bets here in a second. But the last play for sports books we're going to play, guys, for tonight is Bama. Bama, man. Kirby Smart. There's a crazy stat about how he's like 48-0 against everyone else. It's like 1-2 the last few years against Alabama. It's nuts, man. The battle between Georgia and Alabama will forever live on as one of the best rivalries right now in modern college football history, man. But it's going to be decided tonight, guys, in the trenches, okay? And they've both had some issues. Both have some issues with a successful rushing attack. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see how they play this up, man, okay? Alabama's been decent, right? They've actually produced a 59% success rate in 32 rushing attempts, with an average of 5.9 yards per play against Wisconsin. So not too bad. And Jalen Milroy's looked pretty good, man. He's kind of coming into his own after the first week or two. He's actually had a nice little stat here to play up his prop total. He's had 2 rushing TDs, guys, in each of his last 3 games. So that's kind of a nice little highlighted play there. Makes me love his prop bet here going forward. Here's the thing for Georgia, too. Carson Beck's back. Georgia loves hitting the slot receiver. Okay, so a key part of their offensive game. But here's the problem, man. Alabama defends that pretty damn well. They field 3 of the top 200 individual defensive players who have played at least 40 coverage snaps in the slot, and Moore, Sabb, and Devontae Smith. So it's going to be interesting to see how they defend the slot. I think they're going to be very elite in defending it, and it's going to force Beck to go to the outside or utilize the running backs, so giving a little bit more to ETN, right, on the rushing attempts. So it's going to come down to the trenches tonight, guys. It's a nice little underplay as well, too. I don't want to give you 2 underplays in a row here. Not that fun, right? But I love Bama here, man. Bama always has Georgia's number, right? I would never suggest anyone to beat Georgia besides Bama, right? I know they don't have Saban anymore, but they got the Washington head coach who loves playing a solid passing attack, and Jalen Milroe has been really snapping into that offensive scheme recently, so I love Jalen Milroe to kind of kick ass tonight for Bama. And all of this highlights right here with Bama, the under in this game, and OK State go right into my DFS plays. So if you're my DFS players, man, I'm playing all these on Dabble today, guys. I found the best value here compared to Prize Picks. Avery Johnson, I love under his passing yard attack. Just told you how he's not really been throwing the ball downfield really well, but I love Bowman and Presley, man, to open up the field. I think both of these guys can be hitting these by the third quarter. The passing yards in Presley over on the receiving yards could be the first half. I don't like Keegan Johnson get over on his receiving yards as well. If we put this on Prize Picks, I'll show you exactly where we're at and how this adds up, and if it's a good play, because I like to show you exactly on a few of these plays, like, hey, are you actually getting good value on Dabble compared to other plays? I'm telling you, man, you are. Okay, you may think this is a 10x play here on Prize Pick. When we put in Johnson here, let's put in Bowman. Let's go over his pass yards. Let's go to Presley. Let's go over his receiving yards. And who's our last guy there again? Keegan Johnson. To under on his receiving yards. Where you King Johnson. 27.5. Is that right? Yeah. Oh, sorry, guys. Take a look here. Johnson under. He's not been throwing the ball well. Not really making a lot of connections with the receivers. If you take a look at his stats, Bowman, impressive to go over. Johnson underneath. It's an 8x payout here. $20 went to $160 here. Prize picks on here, man. $200. You get 2 units better if you're $20 better here. Okay, that's a no-brainer to me, man. Get on Dabble. Told you already. Free $25 if you're not on it. Okay, it's a link to my description. Hit it, download it, put in Sharp Sports. They'll give you $25. You don't have to put anything. Put $25 in this if you want to. Johnson's not been connecting downfield at all, man. I'm telling you, take a look at his stats here, dude. This is brutal. He's barely hitting these numbers at all. He's not making success on explosive plays downfield, and they're going to be ready to go. And Bowman, man, he just had a rough start last week against Utah. I think he's ready to go this week. He still averages pretty highly above 250 plus every single game. If we go back into the Notre Dame game, man, told you on the under, man. Look at, man. What did you think I was going to do? You knew I was going to go to Riley Leonard to go underneath his passing yards. Take a look at Riley Leonard right now on Prize Picks. Man, if we just take a look at his stats recently in terms of passing yards, I was looking hard for a prop on him if I wanted to go on rushing yards, things like that. He's got to get rushing yards the last few days. Pretty explosive against the last two here, man. But Louisville still is going to be ready for him. But I love this one, man. Look at this shit. 5 straight reds there in terms of trends, man. Averaging 141. This is ridiculous. Way out of line here, man. I love this to go under here, man. Now, I love Jeremiah Love to go over this, though, dude. Here's the thing. If Leonard's going to be throwing it all, with the wind being so heavy, he's going to be dumping off a lot. And they're going to be running the ball a lot. They're going to have to get him going. They're going to be running Love as much as they can, as well as the other running back for Notre Dame. So this is just a great, great value play here in terms of like, hey, he's going to be getting a majority of the targets, whether it be dump offs or just running attacks. So I love pairing it up with Love here. No pun intended there, right? For Notre Dame. And I love Ja'Cory Brooks to go underneath on his 5.5 receptions. So this is an interesting one. I really was keying in on the factor that, like, hey, there's not going to be a lot of receptions and pass attempts in the game, right? Ja'Cory Brooks, I don't think he's going to be getting a lion's share of it. I think there's going to be, a lot of dump offs, man. A lot of things not to the outside for the receivers. Maybe some love to the tight ends. A lot of rushing attacks. So it's a nice 6x play here, man. If you pair this up on Price Picks, it's only 5x, man. So this is the play you got to play, man. This is the 3-man. This is the 3-man. I'm telling you, for Notre Dame and Louisville. And when we get into our good holds, Bama in Georgia. Another 3-man for you here. Now, there's nothing crazy with the correlation on this. I like the script on this more so. I told you already, but I think Georgia's going to have to really get. It's going to be a trench game, man. Showed you Jalen Milroe's stats. Take a look here, Jalen Milroe's stats in terms of his on Price Picks, in terms of his TD totals recently. Scroll down here to his rush plus receiving TDs. Oh, did I pass it up? There it is. Rush plus. Let's take a look at this here. 2 TDs his last 3 games. 2 TDs, guys. 2 TDs. Play this damn one up, man. Do it. Don't be an idiot here, man. Now, Carson Beck, too. I just think they're going to be screwed, man. I don't think they're going to have a lot of room on the outside. I don't think Beck's going to be ready for this Alabama defense with an elite secondary, man. I don't think he's going to be able to get 1.5 TDs. Okay, I know there's some variance here where you may think, but these are shit teams he's playing, man. He couldn't do it against Kent State either. I mean, he got kind of hurt. He's been hurt, though, too. It's the thing. So, I just don't like it. I don't like the play, man. I don't like the play with Beck. I love this right here. And I told you already. I think it's going to be scripted up where Georgia's going to have to run the ball. And if we take a look at ETN here, dude. Go to ETN really quick here on Price Picks. Nope. Hold on. We got Trevor Etienne. They are, but where is your rushing yards? Or rushing attempts? They might not even have the rushing attempts on here. Let's see. Price Picks always does that. Oh, yeah. See, that's another thing, too, man, which makes it different here. He's got 19 rush attempts last game. If we go into ETN here, let's just look at his pass. Let's just look at his running yards, right? Let's look at that if you want to look at it, obviously, for you guys, so you have something to look at to compare it to. Where is Trevor Etienne? Hold on here. There we go. Those rush yards. I mean, yeah, basically, so it's like he's been running the ball a shit ton. This is another nice pair up, honestly. I mean, Georgia's going to want to get the best run in here with this damn game. So it's a nice 5x play. It's the thing. It's a 5x play here on Prize Picks with Milroe. Back to go under that, and ETN to get a lot more rushing yards. So I just did you could do the rushing yards if you want. I just did the rushing attempts. He had 19 rushing attempts last game. So I think he's gonna blow this number out. He may not get 60 or 70 rushing yards, right? If they're pounding the box, right? But he's gonna be getting a majority of the attempts. So play this up here. It's a nice 6x play. Awesome payouts here. Follow me on Winible. I told you already. Free and VIP plays. VIP discount below. Dabble code free $25. Use code Sharp Sports. Here's the plays again. 1, 2, 3. Bama under OK State. Let's go, guys. Those are the plays. 6 for you. See you tomorrow. Take care.